Before we get into your reading, I'd like to start by thanking everyone who has liked and commented on the videos, as well as subscribed and donated to my channel. I really appreciate it, you guys. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can find all of my contact information, including my email and social media links, as well as links to my music and podcast in the description below this video. Okay, let's get into your reading. What do we have for Sag? 10 of Swords, Gemini energy at the foundation, Knight of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy at the sacral. Sag, there is some sort of a curse, some sort of a karmic cycle that I feel collectively all of you have been overcoming for quite some time. Now, what I'm getting at here, Sag, is an energy of you overcoming some sort of wickedness that was spoken on your name. Let's just say, for the sake of example, a curse, okay? But, you know, what it really is, it's energy manipulation. So somebody can say untruths about you, speak on your name negatively, and this is essentially a curse. It's influencing the way people perceive you. Let's just go ahead and say that. There's an energy here that has been manipulating the way people perceive you and how you live your life. This, in and of itself, is a curse. This is what you're breaking out of now. And the way you have broken out of this, or you're about to break out of this, depending on where you are in this timeline, is by stepping fully into your power and really stepping into alignment with your purpose and doing all of these things that you have always wanted to do in your life. Things having to do with your purpose, things having to do with your passions, harnessing your creativity. Sag, your God-given gifts that were placed inside of you by God and the divine. These are your weapons that you use inside your waking life to build a life of happiness and abundance. Place yourself in a position to be of service to the collective. You see, when you are at your highest vibration and happiness, you are naturally of service to the collective because you are an influence. It's not rocket science. You are on this planet to be of highest vibration and happiness in relation to your purpose and your life path. That is your job, period. Now, the Sag Collective has dealt with a lot of resistance in this area, like we all do. Every single zodiac sign deals with this in some capacity, especially if you're listening to my readings, because I speak about this. I speak about individuals who have had blocks put on their path to keep them away from stepping into their power and their purpose. The Sag Collective as a whole is going through a form of graduation, so to speak. And there's always going to be Sages that graduate onto the new timeline, and then there'll be another wave, you know, maybe in a year. It's like graduating from school, okay? And this all has to do with when you wake up. But the curse that was placed on you utilized energies that wanted you to feel stuck, lazy, like you can't move forward. Heavy energies, chaotic energies that were always surrounding you, drama, stubborn, grinding, obsessive energies that were way too involved with how you live your life and how you do everything. Energies trying to tell you who you are not, what you should be doing, what you shouldn't be doing. These kinds of energies, and I feel for the Sag Collective, this has come in the form of wicked parents, unawakened, evil, wicked parents that have spoken falsities on your names your entire lives. Now, this can also be partners that you end up with. Typically speaking, you're going to end up with partners that are direct reflections of your parents. This is going to keep happening in your life until you wake up. That is a karmic cycle. When you wake up, this is you breaking the karmic cycle. And these karmic cycles are in direct alignment with generational karma. Typically, these are behavioral patterns that are pushed down the generational line. But with you, Sag, you are the end of the line. You are the chain breaker. it ends with you, because the Sag Collective is stepping into a season where you're going to be completely empowered and functioning directly inside of your purpose. What do we have at the solar plexus? Four of Wands. Aries energy at the solar plexus. Now, a Four of Wands is an energy of harmony. It's an energy of celebration, but it's also things that have to do with your family. So this is very much the energy right here on this table, just these three cards of somebody who is breaking the chains of generational karma. And this celebration that you're having right here at the solar plexus is a celebration you are having with your higher self and your ancestors. All of those individuals that had to also grind through this generational karma have given you the little pieces of wisdom and knowledge that they gained on this journey when they were in their waking life, and they've handed it down to you. That is called your spiritual inheritance. Handing you the knowledge you need to build a life for yourself based in happiness and abundance. You being the chain breaker, and now allowing that new energetic signature to carry through the generational line for the coming generations. You know, this generational karma is interesting because from my personal research and from what I have gained on my own path, this generational karma will go back a couple hundred years. I traced mine back probably about 225 years ago. And, you know, when you think back to that time, it sort of makes sense, right? But what happens is these learned behavioral patterns from those times that our ancestors lived in just gets pushed down the generational line, incrementally speaking. So even if it's just these little traits that gets pushed down the line, you know, poverty or lack mentality, then it starts to increase in power. And then depending on the individuals that energetic signature gets passed through really determines how much speed it gains, so to speak. If it goes through individuals for a generation that are aware of it and try to do what they can to break these patterns, then it slows down that energy, okay? And those individuals would all have things in their lives that would try to alert them to the generational karma. But then there's those individuals in your family lineage who don't awaken to this at all. And they actually succumb to it and increase that generational karma. These are individuals that would be living more in their shadow, in their south node, not living in their purpose. There's a wickedness to these individuals. Now, I feel for the Sag Collective, what happened here was that the most recent generation, so let's just say for the sake of example, the past 100 years, no one in your family lineage has done any work on this generational karma, and it's increased in power. And so by the time it gets to you, it hits you harder than it's hit anybody, but it wakes you up, brings you online. You remember what you came here to do, and you break the generational karma. This is exactly what I'm getting here, Sag. Oh, and I know this energy well. I have Sag highly aspected, so this definitely resonates with me. I totally understand this energy. But in saying all of that information, which I understand that's a lot to unpack, it's just the end of the line, Sag. It stops with you. But there's such a great blessing in all of this, Sag. You are going to live a life that is so enriched and abundant that no one in your family has ever had access to. It's like they all lived for you, which that's an evolution. Just like you're living for the future generations. What do we have at the heart? Page of Wands, wow. Aries, Leo, Sag energy right there at the heart. Page of Wands to me is a very fresh energy. It's very new. It's like the first step of the next level in the game. It's an energy of exploration and discovery. Very passionate, very high energy, and very enthusiastic. The absolute opposite of this energy that we got at the beginning of the reading. This would essentially be the first step on your new path after the generational karma is broken. Page of Wands at the heart. Starting over on a new level of the game. Brand new. No attachments. Having released the karma from the past. It's all been transmuted. It's all been let go of. You are now given an opportunity that not a single person in your family has ever been given. This is why you are the black sheep. You are the chosen one. What do you think a chosen one is? Chosen individuals are appointed by the divine, by God, to be birthed into these families to break generational karma. When each and every chosen individual comes online to their purpose of breaking generational karma in these families that they were birthed into, you are helping shift the collective vibration. A chosen individual is the last warrior, the most powerful of all the warriors that came before you in your family. A lot of those warriors never woke up. Some of them did, but it was too late. Or some of them just didn't have what they needed at the time to break it. But everything happened divinely. It all happened in perfect orchestration. But you are the modern day chosen warrior in your family, Sag. You could be younger, you can be older, it doesn't matter. If you're a chain breaker, you're a chain breaker. It's the influence, the example that you set post breaking the chains. What do we have at the throat? Ace of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy at the throat. This is you having this spiritual awakening surrounding your soul's path. This is the energy of a revolution in your family lineage. You created an uprising, energetically speaking, in spirit, though you cannot see it in your waking life. In spirit, you have just won a war that's been waging for hundreds of years. This is the energy I'm getting here. And for this, Sag, you will be blessed beyond your wildest dreams. Abundance that seemingly has no end. Love and happiness surrounding you. You building a beautiful life for yourself. These are your blessings from the universe for breaking these chains. Now, Sag, if what I'm saying to you seems foreign or you feel as though that's far-fetched based off of where you are in your life right now, this is energy that's available to you. So what you can do moving forward with the understanding of what I'm saying is to really start to compartmentalize what's taking place in your life. Self-empower. Take control back over your life and allow the divine to guide you. Because I've been through this energy and I can tell you that this is very, very real based off of my own experience. I was in this Ten of Swords and Knight of Pentacles in reverse. You know, and that Knight of Pentacles in reverse at the sacral is so telling. This is an energy where, say in the past, or this could be happening right now, you're trying to work on things having to do with your passions, your creativity, what you deem as your purpose, right? And I was saying how there was always these distractions, chaos. It's also an energy of you feeling very tired. Like as soon as you sit down to write a song, if you're a songwriter, you start yawning and you're just falling asleep at your guitar or whatever it is, your piano. This kind of energy, that is not normal, okay? That is a curse. It's a spirit. It's happening on purpose because it was spoken into the ethers surrounding your life. Now, this curse, this could have been something that happened before your parents were even born. It's going to be different for all of you, but it's there. It's energy. It feels like something follows you around and is always stifling you. This is what used to happen to me. And then once I broke these chains, the elevation that I had was incredible, and it happened very quickly. It's still happening right now. It hasn't stopped. It just becomes an energy that you encompass on the day-to-day. It just becomes your life. You're in this evolving energy now of evolution of your life. the energetic signature that you're sending down the generational line. You're re-sparking your family lineage. You've essentially carved out a new path, planted new roots, a new tree, and there's a lot of supportive energy around you. You see, when you come online to the truth and you step into this energy and you have a higher perspective over your life and a bigger understanding of what's going on and how life really works and how energy works and generational karma works, there's this overwhelming support that comes through for you. There's this energetic support, your ancestors, spirit guides, the divine, that comes through and supports you energetically, starts arranging things from behind the scenes for you. Your path is cleared. And as time goes on, you become this very powerful manifester. And manifestation, all it is just turning your visions into reality. This is actually incredibly easy. The only reason why we struggle with this is because the energies that are around us, taking up space inside our auric field. But once we clear all these energies out, and we're working with a clean, clear, fresh slate, Page of Wands at the heart, there is seemingly no resistance stopping us from literally turning our visions into reality. There's nothing holding us back. We're able to work inside of this space without some sort of a hindrance. So things just start happening quickly, and it increases over time. What do we have at the third eye? Wow. If there's going to be a card to follow up what I just said, it would be the Seven of Pentacles, Taurus energy at the third eye. Now you're starting to see all the fruits of your labor, turning all of your visions into reality, watching as it all shows up in your material environment. This is an energy of perseverance. This is an energy of you cultivating the land. Really goes along with what I just said. But there's an ease to this now. It's not difficult anymore. You go from being in this Knight of Pentacles energy just completely stuck and just can't even move. Right? And it's like he's wearing this armor, which is giving me this energy of feeling heavy all the time. I know that energy, right? You have all these ideas. You have all this knowledge, this creativity, but you're completely weighed down by the energy around you. It's like a dark cloud over you in reverse, hanging upside down in armor. And Knight of Pentacles in reverse would be a very similar energy to a Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Just an overall very stuck kind of energy. It's also an energy of giving up, no growth. This is how you're perceiving your reality now in this Seven of Pentacles energy. Success. What do we have at the crown? Four of Pentacles, Capricorn energy at the crown. And here it is. Finally. This is you building this generational wealth. It's an energy of stability, security. Goes along perfectly with everything I just said. And this is a very grounded energy, Sag, okay? Though I'm talking about energy and generational karma and all of this stuff taking place in the spirit, what it really comes down to, if you were to simplify everything I've said here into, let's say, layman's terms, it would just be you removing negative people from your life and stepping into your power and taking control over your environment, harnessing more self-confidence, and really going after your passions and your true heart's desires. So if you don't want to pay attention to everything I'm saying around spirit and curses and all this, that's perfectly fine. You don't have to. I'm just getting into the finer details here, and I feel the need to say this to some of you for some reason. Because I do understand that it's very hard for some people to compartmentalize all that sometimes. It's a lot of information. But some of you like hearing that. Some of you want to hear the depth to what I'm saying here. But regardless of any of that, it's just very important for you to understand that this energy right here is very easily attained. It's all about self-empowerment, removing negative energies from your life and replacing them with something positive. Period. That's all it comes down to, Sag. What do we have at the foundation, please, from the Occult Tarot? The Star, Gape, Aquarius energy, Star in reverse. And this goes along perfectly with everything we are saying here. This is a hopeless energy. It's also an energy of sabotage. Energy of you lacking creativity. Goes along with this Knight of Pentacles in reverse energy. Somebody's stealing your creativity away from you. Just go ahead and give all that creativity to me, Sag. You're not going to be needing that. I'll go ahead and take that. You won't be stepping into your purpose in this life cycle. Not if I have anything to do with it. It says right there, can make one ignorant and without sense. For a lot of you, this was family members. People who had some sort of authority over you at some point in your life. People you looked up to and trusted. They put you on the wrong path. These individuals were also set out on the wrong path when they were very young. And they just continued that energetic signature onto you, Sag. It's all they know. But you are different. Like we picked up, you are the chosen one. That's why a lot of these people will cease to be in your life from this point forward because they don't understand you. They never will, ever. The only time that they may have some sort of epiphany, let's say that, or realization around what's taken place, who you really are, is when they see you step into success. But chances are you will never hear from these individuals ever again because their worst fear is actually facing themselves. The knowingness that they were the common denominator in your life that kept you away from success is something that they will never, ever, ever take responsibility for. You are the star. The star is an energy of miracles taking place. The star is an energy of somebody who's in the spotlight of your life, the chosen one, the illuminated one, the one who's surrounded with miracles. So, of course, they're going to come at you with this energy right here, which resonates with the star in reverse. Instead of nurturing your highest potential star energy, they attacked it with your lowest potential. This is an energy of just being ignored. It's an energy of depression, being creatively impotent. What do we have at the sacral? The World, Vapula. These are individuals as well that I feel were trying to encourage you to take on jobs or go in a direction that had nothing to do with your purpose. So say you're destined to be a successful musician, we'll use this as an example, and they encourage you to go be a bricklayer, something like this. It's just an energy of creating obstacles in your life, keeping you from your true purpose. But there's always this energy of you feeling like something's off when you're not in your purpose. And I speak from experience. The older and older I got, I knew something was off with my life because I tried so hard to really move in certain spaces and energies, and I just kept falling on my face for decades. And I just couldn't figure out what was wrong. So I started to really self-examine, and I did as much work as I possibly could on myself till it got to the point where I had left no stone unturned. And during this period of time of the great self-examination, I was getting a lot of intuitive hits around the individuals that I had around me, people in my life. So I did as much as I possibly could myself. And then once there was really not much left for me to do, I had to start looking at my exterior environment, the energies that were coming into my auric field, so to speak, family members, friends. So I started letting people go here and there, and then I'd see a little more growth. But long story short, Sag, I intuitively knew all of the individuals that need to be cut out of my life, and eventually I cut all those individuals out of my life, and it was like a rocket ship. I blasted directly into this energy of purpose, started manifesting on a dime, Everything that I tried to do for decades just started to come with ease. And it all had to do with all the energies around me. You know, the energy of healing yourself goes hand in hand with also clearing out your auric environment. And that's also an energy that is something that we always do. Self-improvement is never ending. But in saying that, I just had no more that I can do at that period of time. I just hit a wall. I'm like, well, I've done everything. I don't know what else I could possibly do right now. The rest of that growth or healing just takes time. There's got to be something else to help me elevate, something else that I can do. Sure enough, there was. I'm picking up the same energy here for you, Sag. There's some people in your life that have to go. You know, and you really have to look at it like it's you or them. Are you going to fold and humor them for the rest of your life and be who they want you to be? Or are you going to stand up for yourself, self-empower, and be who the divine told you that you were always going to be? The more stuck you feel in your life, the more illusions you have around you, the more lost you feel, the bigger your purpose is. Otherwise, why would they go in so hard? Think about it. What do we have? The solar plexus? 6 of Pentacles, Amy, Taurus energy at the solar plexus. And this goes along perfectly with everything we're talking about, Sag. This is an energy of coveting. These individuals coveting your gifts, coveting your life path. They feel like they've been cheated somewhere along the way, so why should you get to step into your purpose and your power? If I wasn't able to live a happy and abundant life, well, I'll be damned if you can. Right? This kind of energy. Very, very envious. This person wants you to be a direct reflection of them. Picking up an energy here of debt. I feel like some of these people could be in debt. They want you to be in debt. They want you to live a life of failures. They want you to live a life of struggle. They want you to have to struggle just like them. The thing is, the divine has showed these people, Sag, many, many times. They've been shown. But it was all just too hard for them. They were given the same blueprint as you. And when they chose the other path, that's when the idea of you came into existence. The divine had to send somebody else through. They lost a soldier to the Matrix. So they sent through their best warrior, you. And you did it. Or you're about to. What do we have at the heart? Too many cards. What do we have at the heart? Page of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, Stolos. Protection of criminals. And again, this is just an energy of being creatively blocked. These individuals you're dealing with are also very emotionally immature. They lead a life of complete delusion. They have completely given themselves to the matrix, to the simulation. These are individuals that have a completely repressed intuition. They refused their higher guidance from the divine. And they're completely evil and merciless. There's also a overwhelming superficiality about these individuals. And then we have Menadel, 10 of Pentacles, inner and outer work. This is the energy that you are now moving into. 10 of Pentacles is all about leaving legacies behind, Sag. It's an energy of affluence, wealth, inheritances. Though the 10 of Pentacles is all about money, pentacles, the material world, there's also a message here surrounding spiritual inheritance, inner and outer work. And this is all taking place because you did the work, Sag. Opportunities now coming into your life, allowing you to harness this level of wealth. You know, typically speaking, when you unblock yourself by removing these energies from your life, there's this flood of energy comes through. Opportunities come into your life. So it puts you in alignment with this 10 of Pentacles Virgo energy. What do we have at the throat? I just heard breaking free. No. Wow. Doesn't it look like he's breaking free? Later, I'm out of here. Nine of Cups, Pisces energy, Habuhia. God, the kindest giver, healing, preserves health and cures diseases. Again, this is an energy of abundance. It's an energy of happiness. It's all here. Nothing's hidden from you, Sag. You're being shown clearly what's taking place here and how you need to move through this energy. This is you getting everything you want, all your wishes being fulfilled, and right underneath this Ace of Cups, this is an energy of material, emotional, and spiritual well-being. It's all here, Sag. Polar opposite from this energy right here. What do we have at the third eye, please? Queen of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy at the third eye. Fahalia, God the Redeemer. Redemption, serves against enemies of religion, governs chastity. This is you attuning to your higher self, Sag. Realizing the effects and the influences that your surroundings have brought into your life up until now. Seeing how these things that have been holding you back have essentially been invisible, but everything being revealed to you now as you're healing. Sag, this is an energy of you attuning to your higher self. Priestess, goddess kind of energy, or high priest, godlike kind of energy. Genders don't matter. This is going to be for males and female Sages. But this is a very intuitive energy, healing energy coming into your life now at the third eye. All areas of your life being healed. The divine now working behind the scenes, arranging things for you. This is an incredibly powerful energy we have right here. There's zero resistance right here. It's all gone. What do we have at the crown to close this out for Sag? Wow. And look what decides to fall out right at the very end. Empress, Libra, Taurus, Venusian energy. Mihail, God, Father the Generous. Fertility and fruitfulness assures peace between married couples. Empress is an energy of abundance. It's an energy of growth. Having overcome all these creative blocks in your life. This energy of insecurity, lacking self-confidence, now stepping into perfect alignment with your higher self, building this solid foundation and breaking these chains that once binded you, Sag. This is a complete up-leveling. Knight of Pentacles in reverse to the Empress. The Empress is also the most beautiful card in the tarot. It's all the queens in one. And again, this can go for male or female. But this is just the overall energy you now encompass. Very beautiful, very abundant, very aligned with your purpose, and standing directly in your power, in your allocated position in the universe. Sag, this is the energy that's available to you, depending on where you are on this timeline, should you choose to accept. I'm going to go ahead and leave it here. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you would like a personal reading. All that information can be found in the description below. And thank you for your donation, Sag. Take care.